sorry for being late or slash starting a bit late. I had some technical difficulties. Uh, technical difficulties starting the stream, but there we go. Here we are again. Okay. And now there's something a bit off with the oops, nope. Can we get okay? I need a clear um, clear color for the viewer counter. Do we have it there? Yes. So today, oh, I need to fix my hat. Um. By the way, is the audio okay? The video, is it okay? Let me know in the chat, unless the stream has been taken down. So let me know if I don't react to your message within a reasonable time. Just DM me on Discord. So okay. So today's topic is burnout. Um, in this case, um, mostly if you refer to burnout, it you usually mean occupational burnout. And now this is what I am talking about here. Um, so it's a an occupational phenomenon. The ICD-11 of the World Health Organization describes occupational burnout as an occupational phenomenon resulting in chronic workplace stress that hasn't been successfully managed, with symptoms characterized by feelings of energy depletion or exhaustion, increased mental distance from one's job, or feelings of negativism or cynicism related to one's job, and reduced professional efficacy. It's typically not recognized as a uh, medical condition. However, there, except in as a it's not recognized by ICD-10, 11, or DSM-5 as a standalone medical condition apart from diagnosis of exhaustion disorder used only in Sweden. I'd like to see that in elsewhere. So it has been called many things over the years. It's said that it has been the earliest mention is from the Bible in the book of Enoch, but probably not. It was probably that was probably what they thought was demonic possession or something like that. Um, so there is a there is a the first time it was introduced officially was in 1834 in Germany. It was in ICD 9 already as of 1977, then in DSM 3, and then ICD 10 from 1994. So, is there something going on? Hang on. Yes. So, uh, according to for there is the current the ICD-10 classifies burnout as a non-medical life management difficulty under code Z73.0. As such, because it's not recognized as a standalone illness and it's in the Z codes, usually you don't get it. Well, this is probably something that blows uh, the minds of Americans and sends them to a coma. But in Europe, we actually get paid sick leave, uh, and it's only we don't have limited uh, we don't have limited sick leave. Sick days is not limited. You get as many as you need, and it's paid. There are there's paid sick leave depending on how the country and how much how long you've been with that um, that employer. For example, I have 35 like 35 ge- 35 days of paid sick leave consecutively. And if when and then if I st- and if for example, in the beginning of the year, and maybe from January, I get 2 weeks, and then I I get a flu, I get the flu, and I'm out for 2 weeks. That's a paid leave, and then, for example, I get another flu towards the end of the year. Then the 35-day counter starts again. So it kind of resets if I get like if if I'm out for 2 weeks with the with the flu, then that means and then it cuts out. I go back to work after 2 weeks, and then maybe in November December time, I get another flu. That then you get that 35 day counter going again. So basically, you get the sick. You don't typically get paid sick leave with the Z codes. So the doctor usually writes you something else. You know, they usually typically leave out the burnout code completely, because if you have the burnout code, they were they you may not get your paid sick leave, but they usually, when the doctor writes you the sick leave notes, they use other probably psychiatric codes like um, other reaction to severe stress, or other other you know unspecified anxiety disorder. And why I'm why am I doing this stream about um, why am I talking about burnout? Because I am currently on sick leave. Sorry, I'm on sick leave for occupational burnout due to a number of reasons, um, most of which couldn't I can't talk about for legal reasons. because of my job, due to the nature of my job, um, like 99.999% is something that I can't talk about due to legal reasons, which is quite obvious. But it's not my first time around. I had burnout so, some years ago, and I'm susceptible to burnout because I'm on the autism spectrum. So, um, and some define it as adjustment disorder as well. For the for the F codes on the doctor's note. So, um, so the in the new ICD 10, sorry, ICD 11, that is still being implemented in Europe and elsewhere, except the US. ICD 11 defines the condition as follows: burnout is a syndrome conceptualized as resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. It is characterized by three dimensions. One, feelings of energy depletion. Two, increased mental distance from one's job, or feelings of negativism or cynicism related to one's job. And three, reduced professional efficacy. Burnout refers specifically to phenomena in the occupational context and should not be applied to describe experiences in other areas of life. Now, um, the Dutch College of General Practitioners draw out uh, four criteria, and criteria number one has uh, describes the psychological and psychiatric symptoms that are present in occupational burnout. So, the Dutch College of General Practitioners, um, if these four criteria are met, one, at least one, at least three of the following complaints are present: fatigue, disturbed restless sleep or disturbed or restless sleep, irritability, inability to tolerate crowds or noise, emotional lability, worry, feeling rushed, concentration problems, and or forgetfulness. I have most of these. And then two, feelings of loss of control and or powerlessness. Three, significant limitations in occupational and or social functioning. Yes. And four, the aforementioned phenomena are not exclusively the direct result of a psychiatric disorder. Yes. So basically, what I have is pretty much all of these. Um, and I am currently on sick leave until the end of this week. And one of the first ones, um, first, you know, instruments in assessing burnout is the Maslach burnout inventory, or MBI, that got focused on human service professionals. There are certain uh, subtypes that have been um, classified, and one of them is caregiver burnout. Um, yeah, uh, or caregiver syndrome, caregiver stress is um is defined as follows: a condition that strongly manifests exhaustion, anger, rage, or guilt, resulting in unrelieved caring for chronically ill patients. Well, there we go. And then there's uh, teacher burnout, for example. And by the way, today the drink is Leffe, brown Leffe. I've made a video about this on my beer channel. And there is also something called autistic burnout, which is typically caused by um, masking autistic traits and behavior and the general stress associated with living in an unaccommodating environment. Now, autistic burnout is something that I should make a separate video on because I'm autistic myself. So it's because it's there's a difference. So and occupational and autistic burnout. Because I'm autistic and I've had occupational burnout, official diagnosis is occupational burnout. But the fact is that it's blended in with in my case, there's some autistic burnout into it as well. Um, let's see. Let's see. So let's. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Now, I hope the image quality is okay because I'm running my video through uh, a software that would that does something like this. Oh, this looks good. Nice. So it removes the noise, some noise, noise. It removes noise, etc. because the lighting isn't isn't the best. And there is a boat, so I can tell you, yeah, the video looks good, excellent. The thing is that it, this burnout has had an effect on obviously my update schedule or posting schedule, as well as um, that has to do with, well, burnout and work schedules. And um, I've had to prioritize. I've had to prioritize certain things. So yeah, but it's been one hell of a ride. Yeah, and it takes. I heard someone say, my former boss said that it takes at least as long to recover from burnout as you know as long as you know at least as long as you've been uh you've had as recovery takes at least as long as you've had the burnout. Yeah, and I can tell you that it's very true. And it makes you really tired. It really it I'm just tired all the time, but yet I have some insomnia. Keep waking at night, um, several times a night. I've been having nightmares, uh, and all that. So it's not. So, and it's the anxiety, the depression, the fatigue is insane. It's it's really. I mean, there because I just wanted to get some awareness to it. You know, I do realize that I have 100 and no, sorry, 200 and 11 subscribers as of right now. So it's it's not much, and this video will probably get um it's probably this video will probably get less than 100 views. So, but at least it's that few dozen people who watch. Maybe it's raining. Where Boo is doing okay. Here it's insanely slippery. Insanely slippery. In some parts, uh, that's this much of of ice on the roads. Like there's like the asphalt, this much of ice, and then some uh, snow or water on the ice. That's Mother Nature trying to kill us. Burnout. Bowie says burnout is pretty serious. However, people don't talk about it often. Yes, it is very serious, and due to hitherto unknown reasons, it's one of those um, taboos you don't talk about. It's something that not very many, because there's the at least, if not a stigma, there's a perceived stigma that we perceive there to be, so then we don't talk about it. But I want there to be someone to talk about it. But at least I'm trying to keep myself my mind off of things. I just changed my Katya's uh the RAM from Katya's computer because it just failed failed on her. It just kept blue screening. Um, before because I didn't it didn't even it never even occurred to me that it could be the RAM. I tried reinstalling Windows while blue screening. Um, uh, um, I bought her a new motherboard. She had an MSI B550 board, and then I got her an Asus B550 motherboard, and no, just didn't work. But we're oddly enough, these sticks work in my rig, but the working the working theory is that um, the working theory currently is that because my motherboard is is a heftier one, and uh, for overclocking, or it's for it's an overclocking motherboard. So and it's an X570 chipset. The working theory is that my um, motherboard, and hence my rig, can handle more errors, more hardware error. So my motherboard can handle this slightly bad RAM. But now as you can see, these sticks are not in any computer right now. Um, I haven't tested these yet fully, but these were served over 5 years. Sorry, over 4 years. These um, were manufactured in September of 2019. So, and I got so what RAM does she have? She has the RAM that I had. First, it just finally it occurred to me that it it might be the RAM. So I took two sticks from my rig and put it in hers. and it worked just perfectly. Um, and before that, I even swapped that her NVMe drive out and installed a SATA SSD. Didn't work, but it didn't work until I swapped out the RAM, and now she has the four sticks that my my four sticks that I had in my rig, and I got myself some new RAM. Now I've got 32 gigs of DDR4 running at 3600 megahertz. By the way, please, if you haven't done so already, leave me a like, tickle the notification, subscribe, and tickle the notification bell. There's also a link in the description box to my Patreon and PayPal, as well as um, my Discord servers. Go check out Discord. Yeah, it's a shame there isn't more people here. I hope for more, but I hope many more people will check me out. Okay, uh, I have some. I mean, my coworker sent me a message, a number of messages on WhatsApp. So I mean, at least I have dear coworkers. She's been yeah she just sent me a message like just before I went live, something like quarter to, like 15 minutes before I pressed live. So yeah, been asking how I'm doing. Two of my coworkers have been doing okay. They've been asking how I'm doing. So there are people. At least there are some people who at work who actually care about me. Yeah, that's how it goes. Anyway, I think the discussion relating to mental health and burnout will continue on a later date. And by the way, I just a few days ago I learned that Limey, triggered Limey, who was on my New Year's live stream, is in a hospital. Uh, he few days ago he woke up from a coma, and he was in a coma for maybe 2 weeks, a week, at least a week, maybe two in a coma. I am not entirely sure what happened, so I will hope all the best for him, the speedy recovery, and I will keep you updated when I have more information. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.